Good morning, Pantsers. It's Tuesday. So let's see. Camp NaNoWriMo. I have basically given up on Camp Nano this time. I got about just under 12,000 words in, and I just kind of ran out of steam. I just ran out of time and energy, and so I haven't really written anything for a couple days, but basically I think I'm going to hang on to what I have and try to make kind of a plan with it and use that for November Nano. So it hasn't been, a complete waste of time. Nella, your thing sounds like it's going really well, and so I hope that it's, still going really well. You asked about reunion stories, and my class, I don't think my class had a class reunion, or if they did, I didn't hear about it until one they did a few years ago. I don't know, I guess it would have been probably 2007, I would guess. And they did this really weird thing where, like, a few girls from class kind of decided it was going to be their job to, like, set everything up. I mean, it would have been okay, except that they wanted to charge people to come to the reunion. They wanted to, like, have like a sort of admission fee kind of thing, and basically everybody said no, that's not gonna work for us. So I guess not very many people showed up. I didn't go because I didn't want to go, because I can't imagine why I would want to go. The addendum to the story is that a few months after that, one of the people from my hometown, who's like a couple years older than me, I think he was the class ahead of me, was killed in a car wreck. A lot of us went to the funeral, and one of my friends at the funeral made the comment that more of the people from our class had showed up to the funeral than had showed up to the actual reunion. We basically had more like a class reunion at the funeral than we had at our actual class reunion. My allergies are acting up really bad today, so if I seem really out of breath, it's because I can't breathe very well. You mentioned Agnes Grey, and I think I read Agnes Grey, but I went through this period when I was in college where, like, I had a lot of time during the day. I had this kind of gap in the middle of my day between classes, and so when I wasn't doing homework, I would use it to, like, just read whatever happened to catch my eye in the library. And I'm pretty sure that I read Agnes Grey, but I don't really remember, so I'm going to have to reread it clearly. I definitely read either Agnes Grey or The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, or possibly both of them. I can't remember for sure. I clearly remember standing at the Bronte shelf and looking at them, but I can't remember whether I read them or not. Is that sad? I find that actually a lot of the books I read during that time period I don't really remember at all. Like, I vaguely remember reading them, or sometimes don't remember reading them at all. Just remember that I did read them, but I don't really remember details about them. In some cases, I don't even remember plots. Like, I don't really remember the books at all. I think it's because I was so, like, stressed out all the time. I think they just kind of vanished out of my head. I got a letter from Phoebe a few days ago, and she sounds really happy. And she says that she'll continue to be in Georgia until May, I think she said. So that's all I really know about it. But she seems really happy. She seems like she's having a really great time. So I hope everybody's doing really well, and happy Camp Nano. And I will see you next week.